Good morning. It is Wednesday morning and time to start yet again. So, um, not even sure, other than Wednesday, what the day is doing. We've been very busy lately, but I was thinking about a session that we had last night. In fact, two sessions. One session was our youth guitarists. And the thing about youth guitarists are that most of them uh, are boys, and we found over time that boys have a very hard time standing still. And so last week, when we were rehearsing our song for the show coming up, it's they're twirling in circles and they're playing with their guitar, and we tried to tell them that when you go on stage, you have to walk on stage confidently. You have to stand in front of your amplifier, turn up your guitar, and you need to stand there until you perform, and you need to perform together. And it was last week, it was completely unsynchronized. So we were unsure exactly how we were going to deal with that, but we told them it's very important that you do what you need to do. They did that. They worked very hard. They came, and it was like we were dealing with a bunch of professional guitarists, and they came in and they really rose to the occasion. So that was a very pleasant surprise that they had done that all in a week, and it's everybody did it together. And usually, you have one person that lags or one person that excels. All of them excelled, and so that was a very nice thing to see. In addition, I had a vocalist who, again, when you're singing and you're developing your vocal talent, my job is to find areas where students have difficulty and to strengthen those areas, which means that you're singing things that do not sound good. And that takes a great deal of strength of character and will to go through on a weekly basis, because you get good at one thing and we just move on to the next thing. There's nobody that has a voice that's strong in all areas that doesn't need strengthening. And any professional vocalist will tell you that. So this particular person came in, and we tried something new, and it was difficult. And there were a few tears, as there are when you are a creative person. You find things frustrating, and that's just part of the game, no matter who you are. And so I explained to her that I've had several people that think that strength of body equals strength of character. I had one gentleman come in who looks like he could bench press a Toyota easily. He had biceps probably 23 or 24 inches, massively powerful person, and he wanted to sing heavy metal. And I told him, this is emotionally difficult. This requires courage. And he explained to me how strong he was and how he had just dominated as a strong individual. And long story short, he lasted 3 sessions. He didn't even come for the 4th session that he paid for because it was so emotionally painful. And he could have sang anything that he wanted to, but it was the emotional difficulty. And I don't say that to denigrate this person. It is developing a musical talent to a high level is something that requires a great deal of courage. And when you confuse that with courage of body, I am strong, I am fast, then you get into an area where you can be surprised, because it is not your body that's going to save you. It is your strength of character. And so I have some quotes that kind of reflect that. So Mahatma Gandhi, strength does not come from physical capacity, it comes from indomitable will, which is certainly the truth when it comes to creative pursuits. And then Brené Brown, courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the ability to act in spite of that, and recognizing that. Because I have some people who say, oh, I'm not afraid. Everybody's afraid, but it is your ability to act in spite of your emotions. Now, emotions are good things, and sometimes they're bad things. They lead you in ways where you don't want to go, and you know that. But you have that fear, that doubt, and you need to act in spite of it. And Christopher Reeve, who I really think was a wonderful individual, especially the after he was injured. Um, a hero is an ordinary individual who finds the strength to persevere and endure in spite of overwhelming obstacles. And that is it. It is that you never, ever stop. That doesn't mean you succeed every day. You don't reach what you're reaching for half of the time. The other half of the time, you exceed what you're reaching for, but you keep working at that at a daily basis. It is a path, and you learn to find joy in that. You find that really the stoic ideal that the obstacle is the way, you find where the hard part to move forward is, and then you keep steering toward that. And that is courage, that is excellence. And I salute all of you on a creative pursuit that are doing that. All right, I will see you tomorrow.